Good evening, everyone. DeathClock Dave here, and welcome to another Wednesday night live stream battle report recap. This evening we had Chris Birch playing his Grymkin versus myself playing Cygnar. Chris, what was your pairing this evening?
My pairing was Old Witch and the Dreamer.
All right, and your themes were?
Bump in the Night for the Old Witch and Dark Menagerie for the Dreamer.
All right, and I was playing the Cygnar pairing that I've been trying out the past few games. So I was playing Nemo 3 in Heavy Metal and Siege 2 in Gravediggers. And Chris, what did you choose to play tonight?
I picked Old Witch.
All right, and why did you pick Old Witch?
I picked Old Witch because I know the Dreamer has a lot of finesse to her. Knowing that, I also knew that
I like to shoot things.
There was shooting in one of the lists, and the Old Witch says no. So just don't no to shooting, just a nice soft whisper no.
There's actually a lot of shooting in both lists, so that was a solid choice.
So that's what I basically went forward with that.
That makes sense. All right, so I chose Nemo 3. I thought about it a lot. I wasn't sure if this was the right choice, but I felt that the Striders at least had such a long range, their base range of 14, that I could play around the spell that Old Witch has. It's what do we call it? Windstorm. So it's -5 range to all of your shooting if you are in her control range, and she has a base control range of 14, and she can she's got a special ability that can add +4 to that. She's speed 6, and she can give herself +2 extra speed, so she can cover basically the entire board.
No, balance charge only works if you charge.
Yes, but you can do all your stuff and then charge and land where you want her to land, right? So, and then you're still in the big giant bubble.
Oh, yeah.
So she can even go farther because then you're getting the +3 inches and the +2. So it's basically impossible to stay out of that bubble. So, but I figured, with the Nemo list, that potentially I could try to work around the -5 as much as possible. Also, the Siege list has lots and lots of dudes, and with those dudes, I would be giving Chris the ability to recursion off of his Hollowman. His Hollowman would have had a good time with all the trenchers. Also, Old Witch has an amazing gun, but the bulk of the effects are only for living or undead models. And it's like a 4-inch pipe lead.
It is.
Yeah, so that would be really bad, and it leaves like essentially a Scather template.
Exactly, yeah.
So that would be very bad for all of my trenchers. What else was there? And then it also helps to deny his corpse collection on the Cage Rager. So I figured all around that Nemo would probably be the best choice. So we had scenario 3, which is spread the net. I won the roll and opted to go first. I wanted to basically just push up the board as hard as possible to try and get in positions where I was going to be able to take advantage of the short range shooting that I was going to have. I knew I was going to have to be probably up further than I would normally be with this list because my Striders are effectively range 9, which is definitely takes more finesse to get them placed where they need to be. So scenario 3 is spread the net. We have 2 horizontally oriented zones, which are Warcaster, Warlock, Warjack, Warbeast. Battle Engine, we have a central circular zone, which are warrior models, Warlock, Warcaster, and then we have 2 flags, which are Warcaster, Warlock, and Solos. So here we're having a look at the board. Just working on getting set up. I'll talk a little bit about the terrain that we can see on the board here. There's a few models in the way, but should be able to see the terrain okay. So the very bottom to the right by the flag, we have a forest. To the left of that, we have another forest. Above and to the left of that, we have a wall. To the right of that, in the middle of the board, we have a house. We have to the left of that and above a hill. Above and to the right of that, we have rubble, which is a cover and Pathfinder if you're fully in. Cover and rough terrain. To the right of that, we have have a hill, and below that we have water. So for my deployment, I just put Nemo and Finch central. I wanted to have them sitting essentially behind that wall. I put these striders to either flank so that I could be avoiding that wall, trying to kind of come up that gap between the wall and the forest, and be over to the left flank as well. And I wanted to make sure I stayed out of murder bird range, because he has murder birds that are going to be coming in off the sides. And then I have just a smattering of all of the fireflies, and then Dynamo to the left flank beside a firefly there, and then just to the right of him I have a lancer as well. So a little lancer because it's the old school metal model. So pretty compact in the middle, trying to stay away from the murder birds so I don't get tied up there. So Chris, how are you deploying here?
Well, I'm applying Old Witch to the middle. I put the Hullman off to the left flank, just because I have 2 sets of the ponies on either end, and then I put 2 of my madcaps on either end just to spawn dudes and have them go forward where they go. I
hate those guys.
I got 2 of my Trapperkins. They're going to be up in the center of the board. The idea is they're going to go up there and burrow and just cause havoc.
Those guys are the worst.
So yeah, this is basically just pretty much standard deployment that I would run. Though I would like to also state that early on in this podcast that I thought you were actually going to drop Siege.
Oh.
I honestly thought that you were going to drop Siege, because I thought Nemo had a much harder game than Siege did.
Gotcha. And you'll see at the top right flank, that is a Gorehound. That is actually a Rattler, and we fixed that momentarily as well. So
it's the problem with being out of it for so long and just reading lists.
Yep.
But yeah, also for myself, I've played Nemo many times. That's why I figured you're going to drop.
Yeah, you definitely... You have a lot of experience with Nemo, whereas I think this is my 4th game with him, so definitely learning some of the ins and outs.
Because I feel that even with your Trencher Long Gunners, what I would have done is just taken out my ranged first. And then...
Yeah, well, they're -5 range, though, so it's... and they really want to be sitting still to get their double shots, but it would have been interesting. We'll have
to make sure you stay out.
We'll have to maybe play.
And you play them back far enough that typically, so.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Maybe try that sometime. So with Grymkin guys, they have lots of models that do funky things. So make sure you are aware of what particularly the Trapperkins and the Madcaps do, because they will catch you off guard if you are not.
Don't run from a Trapperkin.
Yeah, that's
because I get backstrike bonus, 5 dice damage.
It's bad.
A POW 9 all of a sudden becomes a POW 26. It's really good.
Yep. And you can see the token is by the Storm Strider at the far left flank. That is the prey token for the murder birds that are going to be coming in. So here I've powered up. So for my theme benefit, I'm 2 inches extra on my mechanics, and solos get repo, and then my... what else? I get some free solos. That's essentially the benefits. The big thing is the being +2 on. So here I have cast my spells with Nemo, so I opted to put Electrify on the far right Storm Strider to give him +2 armor, and I put Magnetic Hold up so that my entire army can't be pushed or knocked down, and I also opted to put Lightning Shroud on Dynamo. I don't think I've ever used Lightning Shroud before, but Dynamo, he's only range 10, which means he's effectively range 5, so I figured he was actually going to have to be doing some melee work. So I figured that might be...
You still got the sticker from Walmart on his
weapon. Yeah, that's a shiny new spear. It's never been used, so it got initiated this evening, because shooting things at range 5 is hard. And of course, Finch just walked up with him. I've run my Lancer up just to be behind the house. I want him to be outside of the Trapperkin being able to get to me, and I wanted him to be in a central spot where I can run and then get some good arcs off potentially. And here I'm just running Fireflies, just trying to get them as far up the board as possible, because again, range 10, so I'm going to be effectively range 5 all game. I'm checking to make sure that I'm outside of the not the Trapperkin. What are those? The Cask Imps.
The Cask Imps.
I think they max 11 inches, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to get hit with a POW 14 unnecessarily. So I moved him up. move the Stormstrider up. I believe I roll the tokens here in a minute, and he goes up to full 3.
Yeah, full 3 up there, and the other one went up to like 1.
Yeah. So just to start getting him powered up, and I'm really just running things up to get in position. I want to get them as far up as possible without getting shot or attacked.
It's right about here, I think you remember.
Yeah, and then I roll them. So don't forget to roll tokens for your Stormstriders, guys.
Yeah, they got carpet feet, I call it.
Yes.
They kind of walk up with the carpet.
There you go. Exactly.
Done. It's great.
And then Junior moves up and he puts Arcane Shield on the far left Stormstrider, and I pass turn.
So I'm really proud of myself on this first turn. I remembered Apparition.
That was amazing.
Because I remember Apparition a total of maybe enough I can count on one hand. So this is going great.
Yep, that's a good start.
So moral victory to me.
Exactly.
So here I go and I start running my dudes up. I did roll a 5, so thank God you didn't put nothing within 11. I would have hit it.
Yep.
Here I'm just doing my standard. I always usually take the Cask Imps and I push them up as far as I can. It just frees the rest of my army to move her.
Yep.
So here I just do my usual move things up, keep things back so they don't get electrocuted off the board.
What?
Make some Cask Imps. It is the most fun thing in the world. Just to make free models that scare your opponent.
Yep, they are bad times. So guys, 4 inches with Nemo. Super secret tech. Make sure.
See, that's my secret tech on the table. Do you know who doesn't use it? I don't.
Yeah.
So here I'm putting models forward.
Yep.
And I don't care if they die. Those two, I don't care if they die.
Yeah.
So here we learned a really cool interaction that I wish to share with everybody.
Yes, this is important.
A flag is a model. And Cask Imp, if it contacts a model, it blows up.
Even though you can move through it, it counts as a model.
It's a model.
Yeah, so that's very important.
So to all the Grymkin players watching, don't do this.
Don't put your Cask Imp behind the flag.
Don't do this.
Correct.
Super secret tech, not so secret tech anymore.
Yeah.
So here I'm just moving up my ponies, just making sure. Oh, here I'm using the super secret tech, which I just regard in about 30 seconds right now, and I put them all within 4.
I love it.
So, go me.
Yeah.
Because here I'm just trying to be aggressive. But would not be too aggressive. If you be too aggressive, your black army gets shut off the table.
Yeah, well, particularly that -5 range is huge.
Yes.
So, yeah. Especially with Fireflies being effectively range 10 with the walk and the shield of 5. Or
so
I guess range 11 technically because they're speed 6. So
they're okay.
But
so here we go. We move up some Cage Rager goodness.
Ran him up.
I did.
Yeah. I was happy to find out that you do not get corpses on him, so we can't, if I want to get some Force Hammers or whatever off, you can't Arcane Vortex. So
that is good. Correct.
Yeah. And you ran your Rattler up, it looks like. You've got a Fury up there.
I just moved him up and riled him for 1.
Gotcha.
So she's moving up, making sure I don't get shot off the board with those pesky guys.
The giant Stormstriders. Yeah. Yeah. You did Windstorm, and the +4.
Respawn, and yes, I did Respawn, Windstorm, and then ended the turn.
Yeah. Respawn went on the Cage Rager.
Yes. That's my #1 favorite target, by the way.
Yeah, it's good.
So good.
Yep.
To say, when the Clockatrice comes out, Respawn, Clockatrice,
Can you put Respawn on a huge base model, though?
It's not a huge base.
Oh, it's not?
I
thought it was a battle engine.
No.
Oh, jeez.
No, that's the thing. The Rocker's going to be a battle engine.
Nice. Oh,
the little little gremlin one.
Oh, gotcha.
No, the Clockatrice is a heavy war beast.
Oh, nice. Nifty.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures, but I haven't seen all the stats.
Oh my god, it looks like Robot Chicken. Nice. It is. I'm going to paint it to be Robot Chicken, to be honest.
So you ran the sisters. You ran the sisters up in behind Old Witch.
Yep. We're just going to move some dudes.
Running some Hollow Men up.
Yep. Yeah, just put some guys.
Putting them all
there.
within 4. Excellent.
And here I use the greatest idea ever called let's put things out of control. Oh, I probably did. No, I might have left it in this time, but next turn it goes out of control.
Right. Oh, because you're at 18 inches.
This one I'm good. Yeah. Next turn I put it out of control. Nice. So I don't move the Old Witch and he goes further up the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
This is called not playing for about a month.
Mistakes were made in this game for sure.
Oh, it was great.
So here's me. I'm just checking what is going to be in range. So my effective threat with the Stormstriders is a walk of 5 and a shot of 9. So I'm at 14 inches. So I'm checking that just to see what is in. I'm pretty far up the board, but he hasn't put a ton of stuff in range of the far left flank. I believe just the 2 models. So I'm figuring out where I can put the damage. I want to try to clear off, basically sandpaper as much of the front stuff as possible. Lots of stuff is fairly close together. So I'm looking forward to getting lots of good E-leaps in there. I don't even consider feeding this turn because the stuff that I'm going to be shooting is effectively dying to POW 10s or 12s anyway. So just doing some measuring here. I have to be more careful with my my fireflies only being walk of 6 and a shot of 5. I have to kind of make sure that they are going after the very front row to make sure I can get that shot in, and then the bounces. So here I have run my Lancer and putting him in a spot where I can see the back murder pony. So to try and get, my goal is to attempt to kill the entire unit of murder ponies if I can, because they are armor piercing, and that scares me.
At least I don't have the heretic.
Yeah.
The heretic's way scarier.
Oh yeah.
Because Fury.
Oh yeah,
Power strength 10 armor piercing
with plus, yeah.
And I can feat for plus 2 more.
Yeah, that seems bad.
Pow 12 armor pierce.
Nice.
Does that hurt?
That hurts. Yes.
Yes.
I also pulled a focus from the Squire earlier, so I'd be up to maximum focus allocation after my or maximum focus after my upkeeps. So. Here I have moved up the far right Firefly. I was within 5 inches of the Cask Imp and shot it. I got him also, don't know whether this turn was the turn he was within 4, I can't remember.
What?
For having him close enough to the flag. That might have not been till the next turn. Oh yeah, that was this turn.
Because this is your second turn,
yeah.
So I score next turn.
Yeah. So here I'm moving up with the other Fireflies, just shooting at what's close, getting as many bounces as possible. So the Fireflies are D3, just trying to kill those Hollow Men and potentially the Cask Imp grunts there. Killing the Hollow Men is good though, because he doesn't really have a reliable way to bring them back from that unit. He can bring them back from Old Witch and from the sisters. So just picking those off. I really don't like them doing mega combined ranged attacks and stuff. And here, just seeing where I want to put my Storm Strider. For no particular reason, I'm measuring 13.5 inches from the right flank for murder ponies or murder birds coming off the. Yeah, don't forget those guys, because if you forget them, they get all up in your grill, and they've got prey and they've got gang and they've got all the things.
I love murder birds.
Pain in the butt. They're high defense and stealth, so
they get the maximum POW 13.
Yeah, so they can be a pain. So I just want to make sure I didn't get tied up unnecessarily without him at least running. So here I am shooting shots into the stuff that I can reach with the Storm Strider, and then getting bounces from there. I believe I saved the boosts for the attack rolls just to make sure I could land those attack rolls. I don't need to be boosting the damage because these are just infantry models, and clear off a good chunk of the models here. So I'm effectively Rat 6 plus 2 for being within 10 inches of the Storm Strider itself with his special bonus for electro shooting. So I kill off some good guys there. So there's a fair number of dudes dead there. The Trapperkin are going to be a pain in the butt because they're going to come up next turn. But
you can play peekaboo.
Nothing I can really do with them. So here I'm looking at the left flank and seeing what I'm going to be able to get up there. So I can't get Dynamo or the... I guess he's just going to shoot the Cask Imp that's in front of me because he can't get within range of anything else. And if I move up any farther, I'm just going to get charged by Cage Rager and the Murder Ponies anyway. So I put the Firefly up there so that he can basically just be in the way and get ready to do some shooting. He's going to take a shot at the Hollow Men behind the house here, effective 14 defense. I roll it. I'm plus 2 because you're within 10, and I end up killing him, and I don't think there's anything else close enough to bounce to. Here I'm moving up the Storm Strider. I pre-measured it out to make sure I was within, I believe it's 14 of the Cage Rager. So I want to place him in a spot where I can shoot the Cage Rager, and then it's going to bounce into as many of the Murder Ponies as possible. So moving him up, he's at full power tokens, so he's going to shoot at the Cage Rager, and he's Rat 8 effectively against your Def 10, so I don't worry about boosting the first one. So I roll it and tag that, and then I get the 2 leaps, so it's going to go to 2 of the Murder Ponies, and I believe... can't remember if it kills both of them or not. And then I boost the damage on the Cage Rager to put some decent damage on there. And then I just do the same thing again, put some damage into the Cage Rager, and I believe that one boosts to the Old Witch, or bounces to the Old Witch, but she's armor 18 or 19. I was hoping for more than one bounce, so it would potentially go into like the Sisters or like a Longbottom or Longfellow or something there. Long something rather. The Spider-Man that shoots you.
Yeah, he's just below the Witch right now.
Yes.
So
so here I'm just positioning my. I run up our land and the mechanics and things, and then pass the turn, waiting for the retaliation.
Yes. So this turn here, the biggest things I wanted to look at was I wanted to remove at least one Strider, because doing that does some things. I did some bad math last turn, so I had to cut for one. It's very scary when you got a Nemo across the table.
Mm-hmm. Even at -5 range, he gets work done.
But only when he does things.
That's true. Oh, sorry guys. I had 6 focus left on me, and I did not cast my Chain Lightning. I meant to cast Chain Lightning into the back ponies, and I totally forgot about that. I was kicking myself after that. Yeah. So Nemo is sitting on 6 focus right now, and the Lancer is up in a position where he was going to be arc through. So that was bad. I would have killed several ponies with that. Yeah. So
first things off, we put murder birds out.
Yep.
Because who doesn't love a good murder bird?
Yep. And they're coming out on the flank by the clock.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can see them kind of appearing now.
Yep. Yeah. Ambushing units are just so, if people forget about them, or even if they don't, like they tie stuff up and cause problems, cause you to think.
That's the only reason why they're in this list. Is literally just to flank exactly onto a flag. And it makes it so you can't put a solo on the flag because they'll hit it.
Yep, yeah. And with an army, like this army is low model count, but with a high model count army, you really have to kind of, it forces them to condense kind of into the middle of the board because they're worried about birds.
So right here, we put back my Trapperkins.
Yep. Understand Trapperkins, guys. They get work done.
So here, I also wanted to make sure that I confirmed that I would stay in the front arc. Just to make sure that my plan was going to work. So I wanted to hit a Firefly hard. Because even being Weapon Masters, they do some work.
Yeah. Oh, here's where we are finding out
Here's
the
where
Cask
we
Imp.
learned. And there's like, and then afterwards we got reminded by people that that's a model.
Yes.
So then I was really stumped.
So the Cask Imp is going to go off to your far left flank to make sure he doesn't accidentally clip something and explode. So
and then here we are looking it through, and people are reading it out, and I was sad. I was gonna blow up my Don't Dude there, but it was a rules problem, not a model problem.
Yeah. So we allowed you to re-choose your direction.
I just chose the only direction I had available.
Yeah. And he's off to your far left flank.
Yeah. He just, you know what the worst problem is he ran 11. So like he's way out there.
Yeah.
I think he's under the number 2. He is under the number 2.
Yeah, just below the 2B there.
So yeah, we're just moving things up this turn. I believe I put a couple ponies into his Storm Strider.
Oh, and this is where I'll mention the clock did not switch over, and it's currently running on my clock, so I lost several minutes here, guys. So I apologize for that. Carry on. Mistakes were made.
This game was never serious to begin with. Like,
it was seriously funny.
If you watched it live, maybe. My brain was gone, so like this was.
You have a brain? Brains are hard. So this is your Trapperkin swinging on my Firefly.
And he just does. Cranks the damage.
Yeah, that hurts. You took off my left arm, I think.
Yeah, your gun.
Which is the gun arm, which is sad for a Firefly.
Yeah, and then here I'm just measuring out because I want to put 2 guys into a Strider.
Yep, because you can see them over the forest, no problem. Just a matter of figuring out where they can land.
And here I put things out of command because that was a good idea.
Out of control, yeah.
But I do put corrosion on it.
Yes, yeah, you move up the Frightmare and you now... Did you boost anything?
I boosted to hit, boosted damage because I wanted the tokens.
But you were out of control?
Yeah.
Nice. Well done, sir. Well done.
I do good things.
I'm sure you would have missed my super high def 10. So I'm corroded.
Yep. So here I'm just making sure I put down my proxies, confirming like distances, making sure everything looks good. Basically not clipping my base. You got 2-inch reach, so it's no problem to get in there. Yeah, so I put down 2 models, and then we decided to leave them there as we do the rest of our activation because things get bumped anyways.
You're going to get bounce back, and you're going to get repo. So
it didn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where it's easier for game state to leave the proxies there and then put the models afterwards.
So we do 2. One of them doesn't do much damage at all. I think 1 cranks damage.
So this is armor piercing, and I have electrify.
So you go 10 to 12, so dice off 5.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's on a charge.
Which is not terrible.
No, it's armor piercing gets work done, that's for sure.
And all I wanted to do was scare.
I scared, yeah. It's not fun. Not fun getting lanced by armor piercing stuff. That's for sure.
And I love the fact they're so small because you get multiple things on one hot target.
Yes, having small base cav the placement is a lot easier.
So what I did here is I moved the commander. That's the one thing I like to do actually with this list is actually move the commander up with the attacking models and leave back behind some. He then kills them.
Right.
I send the next wave in and I recurge it before.
Yeah, because then you're in command. Once I kill the front line, the other guys are in command.
Exactly. So here I'm just moving some dudes up. See what I can shoot. They're gonna die anyways.
Yep.
They're there because I know Dave has a clock problem.
Yep. What?
We're gonna call it out here. A clock problem.
Yep. They don't call me DeathClock Dave for nothing. Although this game would have been different if the clock had switched, but
very muchly so.
Yep.
But yeah, it was basically I know Dave has a clock problem, so if I give him any targets, he likes it.
I like to kill stuff. It's.
I know you like to activate every model.
It feels satisfying. Yeah. Not in real life, of course.
He's just like, I love this. I killed this. I killed that. I walked up.
Yeah.
I went out and had ice cream, and then he's back to the game, and he's clocked. So like,
So here you're looking at. Did you do Old Witch already? Because you put Boundless.
I did Boundless. No, I haven't Boundless charged yet. I don't think.
You're just checking the range on.
I'm checking the range on things.
Sure. Make sure you can get some sweet ponies in on my other Strider.
I'm at this point here. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm remeasuring things because I remembered he's only speed 4.
Cage Rager, yeah.
And then I remembered, I got to Boundless charge him. That's really important to this part.
Yeah.
And I also remember to put Obscuring Mist on my...
Yes.
Do you know how many times I've done that?
Once?
Just once. This one time right here.
Bumping them up to Def 14 is a thing for sure. Yeah.
People don't know about that.
That makes a difference.
So yeah, here I'm activating the caster, making sure, because I'm going to feat.
Yep.
Because why not?
Everything's right in there. So
do you know what I forgot to do this time?
Bring dudes back?
Bring dudes back.
Yeah. Well done, sir.
Do you know what I did with my feet? Nothing.
Got extra control.
Control.
And
I spent 2 less fury.
Yes, there you go. So it's something.
But I mean, it's like I didn't bring dudes back.
Oh no, I won't give a spoiler about feats. Carry on.
Hey, she does have a feat.
Yes.
You didn't use your feet.
I know. That was the spoiler I wasn't going to spoil.
Hey, just so you guys know, Dave didn't feat this entire game.
That's correct.
Dave's better.
That's because Dave forgot.
No, I didn't. I honestly didn't. The turns that I was shooting into the stuff that didn't matter. It was troopers. I didn't need the damage. So, yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yep. So Old Witch put out Boundless Charge on at least one of the...
Just one.
Just on the Cage Rager? Okay, gotcha.
I didn't put it on anything else.
Right.
Because I didn't feel it was necessary. I also put Puppet Master on him.
Yes.
Because I'm like, you know what? I got 2 attacks.
Yeah.
We're going to try to crank damage.
Yes. Because you're going to get bounced out of the... Yeah, because I've got Repulsor Field or something.
You do.
Yeah, so you're going to get... as long as you can get base to base, you'll get 2 attacks because you're pushed 1 inch out each time. So
here we go.
So you are charging effectively 9 inches. So you're able to get right into me. We double check.
We double check, and it was exact.
Yep. So
we get in.
Base to base. Mighty Def 10.
Mat of 6.
Yep.
So it wasn't double ones. We did great.
Yep.
And then here we go. We get ready to crank damage, and we crank it.
Yep. There was... the Strider was hurting. I don't remember what the roll was, but it was... So you... Oh, and you put Wraithbane up,
we put Wraithbane.
Because I have Arcane Shield on that side,
yes,
which is big, because I went from Armor 22 to Armor 19, so that's pretty huge. So it's dice off 2.
Dice off 2, and there was the damage there. I missed it. It was 10.
It was a lot.
It was 10 damage, and then we bounced back an inch. Then I did it again.
Yep.
And... when you roll a 12 on dice and you want to think to yourself, do I get greedy? The answer is no.
Right, that was deciding whether to puppet strings or not.
Yeah, because I did another 10 damage. So I'm like, do I really want to do it?
That Strider was having a bad day.
You know what? I always wish I had 2 inch reach.
Yeah. Yeah. He can't have all the things.
But I want all the things.
Yes, that's true. So we're just confirming here that he is out of range of the Firefly, so you can't buy any more attacks.
And then
we have Murder Ponies coming.
Coming back, and the rest of them just run around.
Yep.
They don't matter.
Yep. So this, I will have my my Arcane Shield for this one because they are not blessed.
I should have blessed them.
So I am 10. I'm effective armor 13, I guess.
Yes.
Versus your armor pierce 7.
6.
So that's better.
I did a few points,
but
nothing crazy.
He's already really hurt. I think he's down to like
$5.
It was very low. I can't remember.
It was really scary.
Yeah, it was. I was like, oh man, he's gonna kill it this turn because.
And then murder birds.
Yeah, murder birds.
So here I noticed that we're about even on clock now, and I'm just running my dudes in because all I want to do is jam things around.
Yep.
And make him eat clock.
Yep.
Which, yes.
Yep.
I want him to eat clock. Not to be confused with other things.
I'm sorry, audience. So here we're placing madcaps in front of the flag, not behind the flag.
This is where we learned our lesson.
Yes, and it's within 4, not within 3.
That's Lord Longbottom.
Longfellow bottom.
It's Longbottom.
I think he just ran.
He did.
Yeah.
I put him there because I wanted you to shoot him.
Yep. You probably could have walked out. You probably could have shot my Strider.
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Because he's
finisher.
Defense 10.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's armor POW 10.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Like,
was he hurt yet?
Yeah. So 3 dice.
Oh, yeah, you did hurt. So,
3 dice is only 10,
yeah.
not 20.
Yeah, that's true.
I have to spike to do 1 or 2 points damage. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
6 points.
So yeah, you're doing your...
He's armor like 21. So it would have been only 1 point. It would have been, I had to spike to get up above.
Yeah.
Because POW 10 plus 10 it would be with 3 dice damage.
So it's over to my turn. So having a look here, I did put my feat token out so I wouldn't forget. I didn't feel that I needed
forget.
to.
He chose not to do it.
I felt it was more threatening to hold it because then he can't bring Old Witch up if my Striders are still alive. So I load up Dynamo to make sure that I can get in on that Cage Rager to try and take him out. And I plan to, I think that's the main focus that I put out. I upkept all my spells. I kept... The focus on Nemo was basically just going to be for using his gun if need be. So Nemo, his gun is range of control, so the -5 actually does not apply. I did not know this until the Cygnar forum corrected me on that, so that's great. So he actually has a 16-inch gun, which is very significant in this game. So here I've gone ahead and I moved up a Firefly and just poked I believe it was the Trapperkin that was there, I believe, and killed that. I boosted to hit and killed it. Here I'm just putting a proxy down to get Dynamo in on the Cage Rager. I opt just to walk because I have Lightning Shroud up on him, so this is dice. I think it might be straight dice or dice off 1 or something like that to start. So it's pretty high anyway. Mm-hmm. So I figure I'm better.
Oh, you're straight dice on my Cage Rager.
Okay, so I opt just to go because I'm going to get effectively 4 attacks and it's going to go up each time because he's got the...
But only if you roll above a 7.
Yes. I don't think I missed. I didn't miss any of them.
No, you hit.
But
all your damage...
Oh, yeah, the damage was very bad.
It was like rolls of 3.
Yep.
Rolls of 4.
I ended up at dice plus 3.
Dice plus 3.
For the last one, and I could not kill him. I left him on several boxes.
4.
It was only 4? I think it was more.
Straight dice, so plus 1, plus 2, plus 3.
Yeah, so it was bad.
Yeah, you left me on 4 points.
The bonus is that the Electroleaps did bounce. So the Lightning Shroud gives him Electroleap on his melee weapon, so I was able to clear out all the models that were in front of the Storm Strider, which was really good because there's a Murder Pony in there. I think there might have been another Madcap or something that it bounced to. Or is that what they're called? Not Madcap, the Cask Imp.
Cask Imp. Madcap makes Cask Imp.
Yes, gotcha. So that was basically just clearing out that spot. So I have to think a little bit because I need to make sure that Cage Rager dies so it does not just come in and kill my Storm Strider. So I'm going to come back to that left flank. So here I've moved up with my Storm Strider. I try to stomp the... first of all, I'm just measuring to see what's going to be in range. But I try to stomp one of the models I believe I miss. because I needed a
missed.
7, I think, or something.
Yeah, you rolled a 6.
I figured I'd go for it just because then he gets E-leaps off the stomp as well. I wanted to keep I think I only have 2 power tokens on him. I wanted to keep the power tokens for the shots. And then I opt to take shots at I know I put 1 into Longfellow because
No, you didn't hit. You shot Longfellow.
I think that might have been the second shot. I can't remember where I put the first.
No, that's the first shot.
Okay.
The second shot was into the ponies in front of me.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
In front of you.
Oh, right, because we had a discussion on whether you would get the target and melee bonus. But you do not because I'm in melee and the rules confirmed that you wouldn't get that bonus if the the point of origin.
Yeah, I thought it was weird, but
so
dual attack allows you to.
Yeah, so I shot the pony and
you ricocheted off all 3 and got
him. Okay, and I also killed Longfellow and bounced off some stuff there, so I was able to take Longfellow can definitely be a problem if he's left alive, especially if he gets a beat on your caster, and he's just a high defense model. I wanted to make sure he was dead. So did we not kill the...
You're doing it now.
Okay.
You're debating what you're doing, I think.
Okay. I thought I killed more of the front line in front of that Strider, but maybe I'm still...
You killed them all at this point.
Okay.
You're just doing your usual...
We haven't taken them off yet. Okay.
You're doing your usual take a while.
Dirtling.
Here you go. See, you're doing it now.
Okay, here we go. I was determining who I wanted to... I think I might have shot my own...
No, sorry, because you killed the 2 and then you hit your Lancer.
Right, okay.
You didn't kill one of the ponies.
There we go. So cleared out. Oh yeah, because there's only 1 pony left there. Then I am going to. I know I use the Firefly's melee attack on the bottom there, right? So just checking.
That's right, because you're going to use Arlen.
Yes, right.
Because Arlen comes by and sprays for days.
That's right. Yeah, so Arlen gets some good work done. So I place. You can't see him right now, but he's nestled up in behind the Storm Strider. He is rolling. We confirm that it is less than 3 inches through the forest for his spray, so he is able to hit both the pony and the Cask Imp and take them both out, which was really good. I don't often get to shoot with Arlen, so that was good. And then that will free up the Firefly at the far right flank. So here I'm just determining what I'm going to end up having to do to kill that stupid Cage Rager that Dynamo very nicely left alive. So also checking what's in. Before I go to that, I've determined that my Lancer is in charge range of Old Witch. So I charge in just to get him in there and have him in a spot where he's in the way so she can't really move anywhere. I don't think I do end up doing any damage, but... And I'm really low on
damage. You missed your charge attack.
Oh, okay. And I'm really low on time at this point because of the clock mess up when the clock did not change earlier. I've moved up with my Firefly. I shoot at this Firefly has his left arm is crippled, so I boost to hit, and I believe I hit the Cask Imp, or not the Cask Imp, the guy that makes them, and then it just bounces once into the flag, so nothing happened there. But he's in contesting range. And here I'm looking at, I believe this is...
You're still killing the top flank.
Yeah, this is my caster, I believe, going to make sure that I kill that stupid Cage Rager. So I sat to aim. I've got the bonus for the Storm Strider as well, and with a boost I managed to...
Which he kills it,
and
then I just respawn it.
Yeah, which is fine, because then I also have the other Storm Strider hasn't gone yet, I think.
Yes.
So, but I needed to make sure... It dying was a priority for sure. So I move my Storm Strider just enough, and I believe afterwards I roll for my
you rolled once
my token. Then I shoot at the Cage Rager and take it out. And I believe I put the last shot into the Cask Imps that are kind of at the top of the screen there, because I'm going to get at least 1 bounce to kill those Cask Imps, which are good. They're contesting models, and they can be a pain in the butt if they get to you. So that kills 2 of them, and I believe it might have killed a bird too. And
you killed all the birds with 1.
Yeah, and that is me. So we are both at I believe at this point 2 points. If I had moved 1 mechanic like over an inch, I would have scored another point. So that was my bad on the middle zone. But and I did use my mechanics to heal up my Storm Strider because it had like 2 boxes left or something, and I ended up healing I think 8 boxes or something like that. So and then we're over to you. You are frenzying, I believe.
Yes.
On your Frightmare.
Who does crazy damage.
Yeah, he comes in and cranks I can't see what the dice are, but
it was like 10 damage.
It was bad.
So. It was crazy damage.
Yep. So even though he wasn't shooting, that's probably more work than he would have gotten done if you had activated him normally.
Yeah. Well, he was going to come in and he was going to probably charge it, and actually done like multiple attacks after the first one.
Oh yeah, there you go.
But you know what? It happens.
Yep. So that Firefly is hurting now.
Now, and here I'm going to run that guy who's right below the number 3 on 3B.
Mm-hmm.
My Cask Imp. He's going to run in.
Yep. Didn't get far enough to get in on anything.
No, you know what? That's all I wanted him to do. Because I wanted him to contest. I didn't want him to do anything else.
Right, gotcha. That way I'm not scoring on your turn.
Correct. So here I also move all of my other Cask Imps up. I make some more Cask Imps.
Mm-hmm.
I blew up.
Oh, yes, you blew up all the Cask Imps.
I blew up my own Cask Imps.
That was glorious.
It is the most fun when you roll a 6.
All 3 of them, and you hit your Rattler too. That was great.
Mm-hmm.
That was a moral victory for me, guys.
So here, knowing that Dave has 59 seconds, in case you can't read the clock, I jam everything I have into him and say, you get 59 seconds.
Yep. And I was pretty resigned at that point too, because it's very, I'm quite limited in what I'm able to do. I think if it would have been okay if the clock hadn't messed up earlier, I would have had, I think it was at least 7 minutes or something. Mm-hmm. Because attrition wise, it feels like it swung pretty hard, but
if it went on longer, I can't hold up much longer.
So you charge in, you kill...
I killed that Firefly.
You kill the fire. It was already like half dead.
Hey, moral victory, I killed the Firefly.
Yes, so I lost 1 model. So there was some big rolls there. Mm-hmm. So the Firefly is... Your dice off 1, I think.
You go from 16 down to 8, yes, that's off 1.
Dice off 1, so kill him, no problem.
Yeah, so here I'm just putting models into the zone.
Repo into the zone.
I believe Old Witch does a couple stompies.
Yeah, that Lancer is invincible. You missed him a lot, I think, from what I recall.
I missed him once.
That's the Old Witch.
And then I stomped him once.
And did little damage.
Yeah.
He was... here we're looking at... Oh, yeah, we just corrected the facing.
Right, because...
Yeah, because he charged the Old Witch, so that we just had to correct the facing a little bit.
And then here comes...
Murder
good
ponies.
Old... No, that's not Murder Bird. That's a pony.
Or sorry, Murder Pony.
Yeah, and here I'm just putting things up in the zone, be like, here, deal with things.
Stuff to deal with. Yep. We were just checking the facing on the Lancer to see if you could get behind in the back arc without taking a free strike, so you could take away my shield bonus, but
nope.
You could not get in the back arc, so that was
That's
good.
Okay. I don't even think I hit.
I think, was this the trip 1s for the pony? I can't remember. There was a trip 1.
No, trip 1s was the last turn.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Trip 1's on a cav model is pretty glorious.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
I recursioned back a couple of ponies.
With the sisters? Yeah.
And I'm moving those guys up now because I'm like, well, if he puts something in the zone, I'm going to kill it.
Yeah, so you move up and you poop out 3 more casket imps so that they can explode themselves again.
So good.
All side by side.
So here I don't make any Cask Imps on the bottom flank.
Right.
I figured the game was over.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I didn't want to make any more Cask Imps and waste more of my clock. So I went, okay. And then in a few seconds here, we're going to actually see a guest star tonight.
Yes.
We didn't even say he was coming.
No. So we got to the point where I was pretty resigned at this point that I've got 51 seconds or
59.
something, or 59 seconds. And I don't think I've got an assassination. Oh, here you're just running your bird.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you don't think you can get there. I went, you know what? I'm going to put the bird beside your caster.
Yeah.
You got to deal with the bird now.
Yeah. No, that thing's the worst.
So here we go. There might be a man with a big beard on the stage.
So Corey stepped in. He was like, I'm pretty confident in 59 seconds I can win this game for you. So he stepped in. There's a lot of stuff flying here. So he's basically clearing as much as he can. I believe he loaded up Dynamo, so Dynamo was fully kept the spells, and just ran the Storm Strider up, I think. I don't think he even shot with the Storm Strider. So
here, because I'm trying to Corey's trying to go fast, obviously, I clocked to myself because I'm not understanding what he's saying. So I clocked to me so I can understand where he's going and what models are being attacked. Because every time I look down to do damage or move a model, obviously there's another roll going on.
Yeah.
Not saying, though, that at any point Corey is being unsportsman during this time.
No, it's just
he is giving me time to look at things. I'm just
frantic.
It's me not looking.
Yeah.
And that's why I get the clock to me.
Yeah, for sure. And when you're under a minute, then it's fair to do.
It's fair. Like I have 13 minutes left or something, or 11 minutes. It looks like.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the clock.
Yeah. So Corey did. He managed to clear the bottom right zone, and he's got Junior on the flag. So he went up to 4. So it's 4-2 right now.
Yeah.
And we're back over to you.
I'm just doing some charging with some ponies. I'm just buying time at this point. I'm seeing if I can take out anything. So if I take out those 2, obviously you're at 5 seconds, it doesn't matter. But I'm still playing this game as if we have time. Just because I don't get a chance to play very often anymore.
Yeah.
So here I'm just charging his stuff into here. So here's where I mess up on my stuff for not playing for months. I should have moved up Eilish and taken away your thing, and then that top strider would have went down.
So yes, if you had moved up him and done his explosion that removes upkeeps, then that would have dropped the arcane shield off of the
and then he would have died.
Storm Strider. So yeah, because I think you rolled like, I think you might have left it on 1 or 2 points.
1 box.
Yeah.
Sorry, 2 boxes. 2 boxes left on, and arcane shield is +3.
Yeah. So it would have been. So that was bad. Oh yeah, because that was like a crap roll for your. I think that was your damage roll right there. So that would have been pretty huge. So here comes Eilish, and he's done that now. Because I think you can see the damage grid. And I think there's two boxes left on it. So
maybe I do 1 point. I leave it on 1 or 2. Either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That was trip once, I think.
Nice. Yeah, I think there was a critical. I think.
So here I'm thinking about running away.
Yeah.
And then I realized that's a bad idea because I'm going to be out of control.
Yeah. It's almost like you've done this before, Chris.
It's like I did this some point during this match.
Yep.
And I didn't learn my lesson.
Yep.
Also, at one point during the matchup, I do give Corey the chance of a free strike because I want to whittle his clock down. So I give him the option. Do you want to take a free strike?
Yeah.
If you would like to, please clock to yourself.
Which is pretty huge when you've only got.
Well, he's got 5 seconds. In other words, I'll run away for free. And he goes, no. Clocks and does it.
Yeah.
He misses. And that's the only reason why that happened earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's pretty down to the wire. We're at 4-2, so Corey's just looking at how he could potentially score.
Yeah.
Scoring 3 points though in 5 seconds is not easy.
No.
So
here I think I'm just doing a couple stomps. I think at best I'm making sure I activate or something like that. But here I also give Corey like a countdown before I clock to him, so he has a chance to leave. He's got 5 seconds. I want to make him sure he can do something.
Yeah.
So here Corey figures he's won the game by going up 3 points.
Then we forget he forgot to act, or he realized he forgot to shoot with one of the striders to clear out the models that would have needed to be cleared out. So so he ends up going to.
He gets another 2 points.
Yeah. So
he's got 5 seconds. He goes up another. I think it's 2 points because I can't stop him.
Yeah.
So he goes 2 points, 2 points.
Yeah.
So he goes 6-2.
Yeah.
And he clocks.
Yeah. So if you had even a couple more seconds, I think it just
because I believe what he factored is that he thought he had the middle zone and he still had one model left.
Yeah. 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 So that would have been game. I think it definitely. I felt okay with how the attrition went in this game because I was able to kill a lot of your dudes, killing the Cage Rager, which is one of the main models that can threaten my striders. I wanted to kill more ponies. If I hadn't made that stupid mistake with Nemo earlier for putting 2 chain lightnings into the ponies, that would have been potentially significant as well.
I don't think it would have been. I didn't get much for charge stop on them.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess they killed the Firefly, I guess.
So looking back at this game, I believe the only difference, as I've played Nemo before, and played this, it's the matter who goes first. You won the die to go first. That was almost game in your favor. You play the aggressor, and I have to play defensive, which I can't do.
Yeah.
On the other side, though, is I play aggressor. You have to stay back because I can kill Nemo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, he was quite happy to hide behind that.
And because you went first, you get to play aggressor. I can't advance and be aggressive because I'll die.
Yeah, and I had to be aggressive because with the -5 range, it's really
that's what I'm saying. So like this game here, it's heavily. It goes like a 60, like a 70-30 almost. Whoever goes first. Yeah. Yeah. If I get to go first, I put the cloud out further.
Oh, yeah.
And then I have a chance to hit you.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes ridiculously far if you do the boundless charge and the thing.
Which I would do, but
it's like, I don't even know what the numbers are, but it ends up being ridiculous.
6, 9, 11.
11 plus 18.
Oh, 11 plus, so it'd be 8.
It's like 29 inches or something stupid.
Yeah, so it would be 8 off the back, plus 11 would be 19, plus 28 or something like that.
Yeah, it's really far. It's almost impossible for me to not be in that bubble. So, but I was watching in case potentially Old Witch was within me getting within 9 of the Striders, because I mean, and I didn't feed this turn, or I didn't feed this game because I didn't feel that I needed it. I was killing trooper models. Maybe earlier, there's one point where maybe I could have feeded just to ensure that the Electroleaps killed, like there's a couple of multi-wound dudes, but they ended up killing him anyway, so it wasn't a big deal.
Good old long bottom.
Oh no, I directly hit with a POW like 15
that
or
long
something.
bottom.
So.
He is
long
good.
bottom was dead.
Just saying though.
Yeah.
Clockatrice gonna be so good.
It's a pretty.
I'm really excited for it because
cool
I want to put
looking
respawn on it.
Yep.
Because not only every time you take an aspect out does it just teleport away.
That's crazy. Have all the rules been solidified
yes,
then?
In fact, let me pull it up. I had it on my phone earlier just so I could show it to you.
I've seen the picture of it, but I haven't seen the actual rules.
So it's got Assault. It's a construct. It's got Eyeless Sight, Flight, Regeneration. My personal favorite rule, Time Stutter. Time Stutter. When one or more of this model's aspects are crippled by an enemy attack, immediately after the attack is resolved, place this model anywhere completely within 3.
That's crazy. And it says anytime it happens, so it's not a once per turn thing.
Yes.
So that's crazy.
So you can shoot it and it can bounce around everywhere.
Nice. And with respawn, it's doing that 3 times.
Yeah.
Effectively.
No, 4 times maximum.
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you do it exactly to the point, it's the same.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, it's Animus, by the way. Enemy models activating within 5 inches of the spellcaster, except for -2 speed that activation. Put that with some of our Arcana we have. -2 speed.
Yeah, that's pretty. That can be pretty.
Kador, 0 speed.
That's glorious. Yeah.
Well, most of their jacks are speed 4.
Yeah.
Their jacks go, well, this sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Hey,
pretty crazy. And it's a heavy. You
Mana
said, right?
Wars, speed 1.
Yep. That's
take that.
That's pretty good. It seems like it'll be a neat model for sure. Definitely looks cool. And it's
only 14 cost.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. And it's a
large
base, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But the problem where it gets has troubles with is its damage output. It's only 15 and then 2 13s.
Oh, okay.
So
it's more there for the extra utility and being very hard to kill. Like it would be a good contesting model.
It's a great contesting model. Yeah. It's equivalent, I would say, not equivalent, I'd say, but it's almost the same aspect that I would call for the Centurion.
Yeah.
The Centurion does the same thing, right?
Yeah,
he just gets in, it's
waddles
hard to
up
kill.
and is an unchargeable and high armor kind of thing.
Where this guy here is, you hit it, you take out one of his aspects, it ricochets out of melee with you.
Yeah.
And then you hit something else in.
Yeah, and then it does it again. Yeah, that's pretty great. So, and there's not a whole lot of abilities out there that like stop placement
and also regeneration.
Like
if you don't take out the spirit, it can regenerate back and do it again.
Is it regeneration? Is you
die
get to
3
roll?
remove.
Okay. Is that every time it gets damaged, or is that
force?
You force.
Oh, you can force it to take away die 3.
Okay, that's pretty sweet. Nice.
So I can force it to get back to normal.
Yeah.
And then charge you.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And then -2 your speed.
Yep.
And then afterwards, just be a chicken and just bounce out by 3
in the
inches.
way. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that along with the Arcana that can be stacked is pretty. Pretty
definitely.
nifty too.
Like -2 speed for your Arcanas, -2 speed from that activation with time lock.
It's definitely and that with the time lock it can make it a pain in the butt too, because you can bounce it into more annoying spots if you got the Animus.
If you got the Animus going and you let me bounce it. That's like Dreamland though.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty entertaining. Is there a release date yet, or
February?
Oh, okay, cool.
So February is when these models come out.
Nice. Okay, that'll be interesting to see on stream.
Also, the Bay Knight Officer. I've got a thing for him.
Nice.
Okay, but come on, let's go.
What does he do?
Oh, Serpent Strike. Or Serpent Coil, sorry.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about
Serpent Coil, Defensive Strike.
Oh.
On a unit, mini feat.
Oh. It's a good thing they're not weapon masters, right?
No, they're not.
Oh, okay.
But still.
Oh, they're not? Actually, I thought they were. Oh.
No. It's the ones with the shields.
Oh, I see.
The Bane Knights.
That's still pretty.
Bane Warriors are the ones that are weapon masters.
Because they can be a pain in the butt too, because they get extra bonuses for being base to base.
Yeah.
And they get
reposition 3.
Nice.
So not only were they difficult to get rid of the first time,
yeah,
now they're repo 3.
Yeah, that's pretty great. And with the defensive strike, because defensive strike is you end in their melee range. You don't even have to hit them, so that's the better version.
Yeah. So in other words, they just hit you first.
That's pretty great.
And they're, what is it? It's
probably
a
at least
POW
a POW
12.
Yeah, that'll kill a lot of warrior models. So
Yeah.
On average, you're killing armor 18 basically. So
yeah, POW 12 plus 7, POW 9. Yeah,
armor 18.
Armor 18.
Yeah.
Single wounds.
That's pretty significant. So.
And
not against gators.
No, not against multi-wound models. It's not as good.
But also, it also has set defense. So not only is that when you go into it,
nice.
But my question is, if you actually enter into 2 of them simultaneously, do they both get to do it at simultaneous? That'd be sweet.
Yeah, I guess you would get to do...
Because they would both trigger.
Yeah, they would both trigger, so...
Smack, smack.
Yeah.
Another model moves in, smack, smack.
Yeah.
Another model
It only happens once per turn, though.
Once per turn?
I'm pretty sure retaliatory or defensive strike is only once per turn.
Yeah, once per turn.
Otherwise, it would be super.
That would be really
super
good.
OP. Yeah.
Could you imagine?
No, that would be really bad. Anyways, lots of fancy new models coming out, so look forward to seeing that out there. But thank you guys for tuning in, and I don't believe we're gonna have a stream next week because I am unavailable, but we will have the next match posted for you, and we will see you guys next week. Thanks a lot.